Hello, hello, hi, 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 hello, hello. Eh. I went to start stream and then I look to my left and I see that I forgot to put off the light in my bathroom. So then I went back to do that. Cause yeah. Hello, hello. Hope everyone had a nice Sunday. Hello, Nan. Hope everyone had a nice day. I had a chill day. It's mostly just hanging out with the friends. Um. Oh, okay. We watched Oscar Piastri's first race win, which was really nice. It was it was a bit tense, but it was nice because there was a bit of drama during the race, but it was okay. And then we watched the Masters of the Universe movie because I was like, I keep seeing it around. It looks fun. It looks like not like the movie of the year, but it looks fun. And it was fun, but it was also mostly fun because we kept making jokes during the movie. It was a bit long. Let's be honest. But other than that, like, the movie is really pretty and such. So it's still nice to watch. And we spend the entire movie just saying that the main guy is Laszlo. And doing comparisons, which was quite funny, I think. I think it was quite nice. So that was good. That was a good afternoon for sure. Ugh. I need to note something down for myself. Because I need to remember something later. Here we go. Here we go. This pen is fighting very bravely because it's so empty. You can see, like, through the thing a little bit, like how there is no more ink in there. And yet it still writes. And it's starting, whenever I write with it, it's starting to be like, it's not working anymore. And I am sad about it. I will be milking this pen until the last drop of ink. For sure. Because I like ink pens like this, and I don't have another one, and this was already a replacement for one that I had that got no more ink, so we'll see what I do once this one's empty. Okay. Up. No. Not what I wanted to do, okay. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Trust me, I'll never wanna fight for you when you go wrong. Trust me, I'll never let you down, Okay. This is the fit so far. It's not I'm not the biggest fan of it, but it's okay. It works for the red mage energy for it. Or metallic red like this. I mostly wanted to integrate the gloves because I think the machinist gloves work really well with this vibe. But they're not exactly the same red, but sadly there's no way to get exactly that red for the outfit, so from far away it's fine. And I wish it was like foofy pants, but there's no pants that do that with thigh highs like that, so it has to do, because I kept looking for outfits, and the only outfits that that would that I would like, anything of outfit that I would like, it was always stuff that I couldn't get, so very sad. You didn't send one, Danan? Oh yeah, it's there. And honestly, like, I need to put the game audio a lot louder for you. I've been playing Red Mage so this week and stuff, and learning things and everything. And honestly, At start, I had a kind of a hard time understanding how it works and stuff, but now that I'm like kind of more into it and I've played it a little bit, I am getting the vibe. I understand how it works. It's vibey. It's not my favorite thing, but it's nice. It's good. It's kind of fun to have something to manage again with the Georges, with the mana stuff, rather than just hit. Even though I do like also just hit sometimes. So, oh yes, you. So, because obviously I have done the introduction quest a long time ago now. The story for this is just that you see this guy helping people, helping kids, and so he's like, you could also help, and yeah, he gives you the thing. Basically, that's it. That's going to be great to say. I hope no one ever says his name, because how... I see from the glint in your eyes that the soul crystal has surrendered its secrets. Welcome to the ranks of red mages. The archery practice is born of noble origin. It balances and controls energies, were once used to stem from the tide of destruction and reclaim a future for the dispossessed. I speak of the age some 1500 years past, where the clash of two sorcerous civilizations brought the sixth unreal calamity. As the great flood rises... Shrun, you think? Yeah, probably Shrun. You're right. You're right. As the great flood rose, people fled from their homes into the mountains of Giabania. Even mages and Mark and Amdapur were to be found among the refugees. These wizardly practitioners became targets of retribution, the part they played in upsetting the natural balance, and soon did they shed their robes of black and vestments of white. If people were to survive and rebuild following the disaster, however, they would need the power of the arcane. Thus was the principles of black and white magic reinvented, and upon their combined foundation an entirely new disciple was built, red magic. But I have rattled about the history for it long enough. Far better that you experience red magic firsthand. There remains a mystery of who sent kidnappers after those poor girls. Yeah, what I was telling you about. And I have a feeling attempts to unearth the culprit will provide the battle practice you require. Before we plunge into the fray, however, there are questions I would ask. Come with me to Eastern Tanalan. The search of Saint Adaman Lendama. Okay, so the way red magic works, we have two gauges. We have black magic, black mana and white mana, and basically all of my distance attacks, all of my range attacks, are attacks that will give me either black or white mana, or both sometimes. And there's like a few that don't give me anything, but it's mostly attacks like that. So you have to balance them so you get your gauges up, and once your gauges are up, you can do all of your melee attacks for the cost of an amount of mana on your gauge. It's good to know that you can do your melee attacks even if you don't have your gauges up, but they're going to be significantly like less powerful, so it's not really worth it to do this attack when you could do an attack that's going to be a lot more powerful. That's a range one. Like, these three are the melee attacks, so 130, 100, 150 with the combo, and 230 with the combo. Whereas all of the range attacks are 300, 260, 300, and 260. And this one is 460. So, yeah, it's more so that you do those, then you get close with corps à corps. You do your melee ones when you're next to them, and then you can hit back with displacement. Nan has told me that apparently it's a very heal-heavy class, but I, for now, only have Vercure, which restores target HP. and is quite long. It takes the time. All of these, quite a bit of this takes quite a long time to fucking load. But apparently I'm going to get a res thing as well in a little bit, so thankfully. Not very, but it has some healing and res later on, yes. Well, it's more than anything else I've played. Monk has some, to be fair, Monk has some healing, but it's mostly self-healing stuff. Ev, there you are. I would introduce you to Father Iliad, but I believe the two of you have already acquainted. Yes, we talked to him in the MSQ. Shron has told me the tale of nefarious spellcasters and their attempts to kidnap two young girls, and you wish to ask if this pharmaceutical cabal is known to be, yes? There are several such quotes which come to mind, but I must have more details. You say each member shared a rather unusual trait? Aye. Not one word spoken over the entire exchange. Not one shift in expression when I urged them to yield. Each of them also appeared branded with some manner of tattoo, a sigil pulsing with arcane energy. Oh, an evil practice. Such cursed sigils are known to destroy the will of the bearer, resulting in a biddable puppet, which acts in much the manner you have described. There is no salvation for such wretched creatures. Then we must seek the fiends to pull their strings. Pray learn that you can of this cabal and its purpose, Father. Ev, we have another task to attend to. Might I suggest some light stretching before we step outside? You'll soon understand why. Ah, here we go. Are we going to fight? Fun, fun, fun. Did you notice we were being followed, Ev? The very cabal we are investigating seems to have taken an interest in us. I sent an ambush in the offing. Do they seek to silence us, perhaps? Well, let them try. This will be a perfect opportunity for you to test your newly acquired skills, but first, a brief lesson. Red Mage's spells belong to two distinct schools, rooted as they are in ancient disciplines of black and white magic. Intertwined, they form a solid core of red magic, and through the balanced casting of both disciplines, can the red mage build its foundation higher and higher. When your strength has reached its peak, that is when you lunge forward and unleash the energies thrumming within your blade. And then you leap away, returning to the first step. It's the dance, my friend, that's what I was telling you. So you get your mana up, and then you do your melee, and then you go back. Now it makes me wonder if, like, white magic stuff has, like, the magics that I don't have in Thaumaturge and Black Mage that we get in Red Mage. Now I'm wondering this. Come out, wherever you are. We have no intention of running or hiding from you. I wear a sword, as you can see, but I'm also partial to violence. Is there no chance we might attempt to parlay a lure of bloodletting? How unsettling. Well, it seems you will have to battle. Remember what I have taught you. Yeah, as you can see, up. I ordered my stuff per what manas I have. So I have on the right all of the black mana and on the left all of the white mana. For both. Trust me, I wanna fight for you and you go wrong. Trust me, I'll never let you down, let you down. Yeah, for example, now I can do this. Here we go. Usually what I've been doing is I do all of my AoEs, black and white stuff in dungeons during like the ads, and then I keep all of my melee stuff for the bosses. And sometimes I let myself do a little bit of melee stuff if I've managed to really level it up to 100 on both. This puppet must have a leader lurking nearby. Let's take battle to ambushers, shall we? But before we resume the hunt, let us sure of your technique. As a red mage, you are capable of casting 2 spells in rapid succession using what is known as dual cast effect. In turn, a short spell you will find a lengthy incantation can now be cast in an instant. Take advantage of this technique to bombard your foes with arcane destruction. Yes. Trust me, I'll be the one to fight for you and you go on. Honestly, I'm always unsure of how dual cast exactly works, but usually I manage to make it work, so it's fine. Without weird away, what orb of ether. You're known, so up. Here we go. The purple orb with us. Now the orb has a fallen ether to their allies. Here we go. For the sphere, it will lead us to the source of the ambush. But yeah, this, if you just start with the Red Mage quest and you don't do any kind of like testing stuff beforehand, I could see being very fucking confusing. Ah, hello. The only annoying thing is this. It's on the same recast as when you go out. It's really annoying because I'm like, let's see if I can like just do my normal attacks all the time, but usually you run out before this runs back in. So I need to get used to just doing one charge and the other charge keeping it for displacement. Well done, Ev. You have exceeded my expectations, which is a fortunate thing, for I did not anticipate the arrival of that fearsome hound. These mages were willing to forfeit their own lives to ensure that we lost ours. Don't you see the burn on her left cheek? This is a cursed vigil, which stole her will and left her vulnerable for the most heinous of commands. Our ambushers were young women and men, everyone, all transformed into mindless pawns by some hidden master. And this master has shown no compunction against sacrificing pieces of outlives that outlive their usefulness. No, this cannot stand. The Rain is a paid actor. Heed me, Ev. You have begun your education in red magic, but there is much more I would teach you. Come, let us return to the Lich Yard. Oh, it's very close, actually. Thought it was as close. You know the history of his graves? The church's Lich Yard is the final resting place for many victims of the seventh underworld calamity, when magic was conceived to stem such tides of destruction in an age when the abuse of sorcery flooded the world of death. Its distinction from earlier disciples is key, was practitioners of black and white magic draw upon ancient ambient ether. A red mage weaves his spells using only the reserves of mana, with which he was born. In the era in which red magic was created, to do otherwise was forbidden. To manifest more powerful effects, the first red mage adopted a method by which precise sword techniques would harness and amplify the energy of the spoken incantations. The mage's own physical form serving as an arcane accelerator, an ingenious way of preserving their self-imposed limitations. Understand that the blade we yield is not simply a weapon, it is the focus of all of our efforts to lessen strife and suffering. Every generation of red mage is part of an unending battle. We are soldiers who fight for those enduring violence and subjugation. The bulwark against the unkind vagaries of fate. 20 years ago, I joined the revolutionaries in Alamigo and learned red magic alongside like-minded companions. Okay, so red magic comes from Alamigo. That's interesting. We formed the Crimson Duelists, and together we rose up against the tyranny of Mad King Theodoric. We were crushed. All of the duelists, only I survived to watch our homeland languish under the rule of imperial invaders, until you arrived here, of course. Even after leaving Alamigo, I never ceased fighting for its liberation, and when I learned of the calamity or the threats of the land of Eorzea, I allied myself with the varying scholars of Shalayan. In the end, I was unable to protect my homeland and halt the approach of fiery disaster. But never once in all those years have I betrayed the oath of the duelist sword to champion the weak with heart and steel. Such is the nature of the magic you will learn from his idealistic fool. If you would master his art, however, then my road shall become your road for the duration of your studies. I will remain here for in the church for the time being, and be a pest to the good Father Iliad until we uncover the origins of his court. Your only shall be to reflect upon the lessons of this day and prepare for our next encounter. Let's go. Da, 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 da. Wait, up. There's someone that asks for help in chat. I'm like, do you still need the help? Or. Because I think I saw it on the corner of my eye when I entered the cinematic. I'm there. It's like, okay, cool. Because they're saying I'm in this place next to this person. And I'm like, doesn't tell me where you actually are, dude. But I think they might have. I think they might have left here. Because I think I saw it just as I entered the thing, so. Okay. How for your training, my friends? I imagine you have grown quite accustomed to the shift between spellcraft and swordplay by now. I will continue to instruct you, but as I have said before, practical experiences will serve you far better than any tiresome lecture. It is important that you treat every battle as an opportunity to learn. Speaking of which, Father Iliad mentioned that he had something he wished to discuss regarding the sigil-branded ambushers. Let's head inside, shall we? Yeah, I'm guessing they don't need help anymore because they didn't reply to me. I am ashamed that it did not occur to me earlier. But I recall that incident may be connected to this dreadful court. A merchant's son kidnapped... I guess not the same person. A merchant's son was kidnapped in Ulda some moons ago. When the merchant came to pay the ransom, however, both father and child were murdered. The perpetrator of this terrible act were never unmasked, but evidence at the scene suggests the two were slain by thaumaturgy. What is more, this merchant was a native of Alamigo. Is this not also true of the father of the girls you rescued? Oh, sorry, it was still him. Ah, yes. He is Alamigan born. A man by the name of Wilkin. So his wife told me. Could he have been the true target of the kidnappers? Having a thaumaturge behind me while we're talking shit about thaumaturge is very funny. We must speak with Master Wilkin at once. There are too many similarities in these cases to ignore, and I would not put it past the court to make a direct attempt on his life. In anticipation of such action, I inquired after Master Wilkin's trading itinerary. It seems he is presently conducting a business in the Mandeville's gold saucer, delivering stock for the game prizes or some such. Very resourceful of you, father. Thank you. Come, Ev. The gold saucer awaits. Weird, okay. I don't really know where the fuck they say they are. Sorry, I'm trying to see if I can find the person. Might be another quest. Why is it? Why would they yell it in chat though? Weird. Because they say, "Hey, I'm there. Please help." And I'm like, "Okay, do you still need help?" And then they didn't reply the entire time, and they just replied, "Wake up!" And I'm like, "Okay, cool." The thing is, I say I'm next to this character, and I'm like, yeah, I don't even know if that character is here for me, because that's not how that works, but... Okay, just go to Gold Saucer, it's fine. And to apologize, everything I think gives me butterflies. Getting out of line. Wait, give me a sec. Because I'm curious and I kind of want to watch the... If they have a thing. They don't have an adventurous plate. Ugh, I can't spy on them. Anyways. There were other people there. My apologies, I've neglected to ask if you were a patron of these halls, but we are here now, and Master Wilkins is still occupied with his trade. I am tempted to eavesdrop on his deadlings to learn what matter of a man we are saving. Let us play the part of the happy gamblers and wander by his meeting in the Mondeville Lounge. Just look for a wonderfully hideous golden statue. Okay, over there. Da-da-dum. God, everything is so low music-wise. Ah, sorry. I don't know why I didn't save. Here we go. I put it up earlier, and for some reason it stayed low. Maybe I didn't save it by accident. Oh, that's weird. The music's so low. Yeah. This is Master Wilkins. Thank you again. We'll make most of this gift, I promise you. What voice do we give you? Back straight and head up now. Lad or folk will become suspicious. You've done naught wrong. Besides, the coin is forgotten and freely given. The young man was talking to. He is known to me. One of the lads belonging to the Alamigan resistance, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it was like, I think he's familiar. Well, this is clearly more than some simple business deal. But why waste time on suppositions when we can speak to the merchant himself? Master Evan, Master... How do you say? And Master Shron. I always check the comment and be like, how did we say we were going to say the name again? Glad I am for the chance to thank you in person for the kindness you showed my daughters. A father Iliad sent word to expect you. He also mentioned that the danger of my family is not yet past. You suspect that I have been marked for assassination. Hey, have you any idea of why? Say retaliation of funneling funds to the Alamigan resistance under the guise of standard business dealings. I thought as much. I recognized your client as one of the young freedom fighters I've seen in Garabania. Oh, rest assured that your secret is safe with us. I myself have spent the better part of my life aiding the resistance. Your dealings do, however, seem to have drawn some rather unpleasant attention. Very well, you saved my children's lives, so I will trust you to... I will trust you with the truth. Many Alamigan refugees are employed here at the Gold Saucer. In no due part to the wishes of the establishment's owner, Lord Godbert Mandeville. Several of his employees have direct ties to the resistance, the young man you saw being one such conduct. As to why I meet them here, well, it's a matter of hiding the trees within the forest. There was another incident not long ago, where the son of an Alamigan-born merchant was kidnapped in the cadre of mages. When the father attempted to pay the ransom, the fiends slew both parent and child. I fear the scenario was one they hoped to repeat with you. Yes, a terrible turn of events, that was. I did not know the merchant personally, but I knew of his efforts. He too was said to have supported the resistance with the fortune he made in Uldar. And there we have a connection. They seek to eradicate the resistance sympathizers. I sense a hand of the Empire behind this cabal. Ah, but the assassins themselves favor magic. They are unlikely to be native Gallians. The puppeteer could very well be a hired killer, or mayhaps a recruit from the subjugated province. We shall learn the truth in due time. For now, however, we must take steps to keep you alive. Lord Mandeville is a member of the Syndicate, and the Gold Saucer is his domain. Striking at me here would be difficult, to say the least. I do, however, have pressing business to attend to in Vesper Bay in the coming days. Vesper Bay, yeah, you have TP tickets to go there. Given the peculiar approach, I can think of a dozen places from which assassins could stage an ambush. Might you trust your safety to Evan and me? Together we will prove more than a match for any ambushers. And it would also afford us greater insight into our foes. You certainly appear capable, yea. I will gladly accept your protection. Hey, settled. Let us travel ahead to Vesper Bay and scout out the area. To apologize, everything you do, give me butterflies. Okay. Before we do that though, I'm going to go to the bathroom very quickly. I'll be right back. Here we go. Up, up. And I'm back. Okay, we're good. Let's go. Where are we going? Vesper Bay. I love the noise of the shoes on the ground. It's so nice. Okay, up. Good, you're here. Master Vulcan has begun to overland trek from Uldar. Before he left, I asked the good merchant to discuss his travel arrangement with less than his usual discretion. Assuming the assassins have eyes and ears on the target, we can assume they will have moved to occupy the post, the most favorite ambush site. Now, if I were intent on murdering a lone traveler, I would choose one of two options. The first being the alleys here in Vesper Bay, and the second being the long dark tunnel leading to the town. I propose we split up and secure both areas. I will take the back streets and we can have our own mining shaft. Sweep the tunnel clean of ambushers and meet me back here when you're sure the route is safe. It's such a small thing, but it does piss me off when people like are just like waiting in the middle of the fucking path. Like, move. Defeated the ambush, did you? Well done. As you can see, they had a second group waiting in the wings. Your opponents were the same mole attackers as before, yes? I pity these cursed pawns. We cannot let the mercy stay in our hands. They are a little different from the Walking Dead, and no art can restore them. I did, however, allow one to escape my blade. On purpose, of course. He seemed eager to disengage, and so I obliged. He limped off towards the coast, but with the wound I gave him, he'll not have fled far. I will track this assassin to his destination. Pray remain here and greet Master Wilkins. He should be arriving through the secure tunnel by any moment now. Ah, Master Ev. Here I am, and with a narrow scratch upon my person, my deepest thanks. You have saved my family, and for that I can never truly repay you. But I must at least try. Pray share his gifts with Master Shrun. A supplier will be waiting, so I must take my leave of you. May Nald enrich you and bless your endeavors. Thank you, dude. Thank you, dude. I had a hard time with that. Thank you. It's like a poster for a movie, him looking at the sea like that. Ah, almost fell. Oh, a bit close. We had a stroke of luck. The man I followed leapt into the sea and was fished out by other rowboats. I last saw them making for merchantmen anchored out in the bay. Considering the absence of fear, I must assume the one who fled had been commanded to report the outcome of the ambush. If you can identify the ship, then we will be one step closer to unmasking this vile puppeteer. And then we can, another token from the esteemed Master Wilkin. How kind that he seeks to reward us. Ah, and there's a note here as well, addressed to us both. You have my eternal gratitude. Twice now has my life been saved by red mages, and twice by one in particular. Perhaps you remember the day 20 years ago when the Crimson Duelists fought to save the life of a child. I remember you, Master Shun, for your scarlet garb was forever etched into my memory. It is a strange feeling to be recognized for a decade-old deed. Had he not known me, would he have been so needy, so ready to place his life in our hand, I wonder? Aside from a few wrinkles, I suppose, I have changed little in my appearance. I wouldn't have said he was an old man. Like, granted he has the old man, like, thing for his forehead, but he doesn't have any, like, wrinkles for the rest of his face. So it's like, it's just like Zoe Mihoteza. I was close thus, and we worked to evaluate our fellow Alamegans, even as the homeland we knew crumbled around us. But in the end, it is the lives that matter, not the place. Regardless of circumstances, a red mage must strive to achieve the greater good. So I have always believed. Our actions are our own reward, but a little acknowledgement does wonder to sustain one's faith, eh? I have asked some friends of mine, in the science of the Seventh Dawn, to keep an eye out for that ship. We should know if the assassins seek to enter any of the major ports. My Lanosian contact. This is Shun. Are they still there? Excellent, thank you. Since the assassin's measurement has been spotted sailing into Airport. Come, we've no time to lose. Go to Limsa and then we'll TP from Limsa to Airport. There we go. A little bit saved, but still that good. Okay, up. Haven't been in Airport in so long. When you start in Limsa, you do so many early quests in Airport. My apologies for dragging you halfway across the realm, but I did promise you a journey. Now, as for merchantmen, I'm told it's anchored a short distance offshore. We need to know more about the connection between this ship and our foe. There may be a simple paid for passage, but there is something about the vessel. I say we wander the port and see what gossip there is to be had. I know it's down, okay. The mentioned men that what just sailed in. I don't know buggity about it. Not even a bleeding name. All I know is her clues about us living as a full cabin of corpses in Natlo. There's rumors going around that your jackets have been taking an interest in them dealings, so I'd rather keep them distant on the road. Hey, I'm finished answering your questions. Now off with you. Hey, nay, me lad. Got much to tell you about the ship. They say she's a trading vessel that brings good from Radzatan. But the clues are so lot, asking a friendly question about what they hauling got me naught but a blank stare and silence. Okay, up. Sorry. A tip's not but trouble. You mark me words. I've made that swear I've seen her pulling alongside Imperial vessels. Only the gods know what's hiding in that hold of hers. Could be weapons, could be prisoners. Just the bleeding sight of her makes me whiskers twitch. Were you able to aught any of interest? Strange crew, mystery cargo, ship's names unknown, eh? I heard much the same. I'm beginning to think that our assassins use the vessel as a floating base. With no permanent camp on land, it would certainly be easier to avoid the attention of local forces, not to mention curious adventurers. I also spoke with an acquaintance of the Yellow Jackets, and he confirmed the ship's official status as a trader to and from Roatan. Even if rumors of her dealing with Gallian agencies open water are rife. As long as the merchantmen appear to trade within the law, however, officials are reluctant to force their ways on board and cause an incident. They've yet to uncover enough evidence, it seems. Well, if a solid reason to investigate is lacking, then mayhaps we should help them find one, eh? Let's have ourselves a look in some of their crates and docks. On the dock, there's a little innocent curiosity though. I love that, like, the guy is right there. The cargo is secure, back to the ship, and I'm looking there. The crate contains a cerebrium tank of Imperial science. There you go. How did your investigation fare? I found a veritable bounty of material supplies, cerebrium tanks, imperial rations, imperial insignias on everything. The authorities will be more interested to hear this, I'd wager. What do you have here? Well, well, dropped by one of the ship's crew members, you say? And I just so happened to have found the most inconveniently locked box. I shall go and relay your findings to the Yellow Jackets. I'm sure you'll think of some use for that key of yours. Hehe. A faint groan is coming from inside the box. Oh, hi, girly pup. Where am I? Was I sleeping in a box? What an odd thing for me to do. Does the girl have a name? Don't you remember anything? Do you have a name? Aria. Yeah, that's my name. Or is it? It's a lovely name. Do you think so? And I suppose it will do for now. What does a girl call you? Ev? I try to remember that. Thank you for letting me out. Let me check something. What happened here? He's not to miss. The lass was inside the box. I might suspect a stowaway, but it was more likely she was escaped. She was kidnapped. The people who took you may be looking nearby. We should probably go with some distance. Come on, you needn't fear me so, Elf. Please say something reassuring, would you? He's as gentle as a kitten.
Easy? If you say so, Ev, then I suppose it must be true.
She likes bunnies, but not cats. Would have been funny if we were also a cat person. Well, you seem to have made a new friend. Let's see about arranging some lodgings for now, and we can discuss where to go from here. Isn't there? I think so. No? That's one thing I remembered about this place is like, this specific corner is so fucking annoying. Because there's stuff up, there's stuff down, and they never fucking tell you where you actually need to go. There's up, there's down, there's in, and out. It's so annoying. Like it can't be there then. Yeah, it looks like it would be there, but like that doesn't exist. Like it should be in here logically. Like what is this? Let me get the fucking thing. Is it like in this house? Can I get in there? Here we go, okay. Yeah, because there's like 3 different houses. There's the top, there's the bottom, there's... Ugh. The poor girl was asleep within moments. The entire ordeal have left her exhausted. As a result of our efforts with the cargo, I suggest to continue this conversation outside. I presented our findings to the Yellow Jackets, and the evidence was indeed sufficiently damning to spark a full-scale investigation. Regretfully, people are smoking weed outside, yippee. It appears the assassins caught wind of the coming storm. A squad of soldiers was dispatched to the docks, only to witness the merchantmen sailing away with all hands on board. Not quite the outcome we'd hoped for, but at the very least they'll no longer find a warm welcome in Elsa's port. The other issue we face now is that what do we do with the young Arya? Her breath carries a faint aroma that may account for her memory loss. I suspect she was subjected to a certain incense which, when inhaled, can cloud a person's mind. The next step was surely to brand her with one of the valve sigils and effect the permanent destruction of her free will. It was fortunate that you released her when you did. Remains muddled of her condition should improve with time. And once her memories have returned, we can learn exactly who she is and, just as importantly, perhaps the circumstance which led to her capture. I have spoken with Arya, but it seems her memory has yet to return. The incense must have been potent, indeed, to create such a lasting fog. If she cannot recover naturally, then we must rely on some familiar sights and events to jolt her senses back to normalcy. Might I ask that you take her out somewhere to test my fury? She seems far more comfortable around you after all. At the very least, I would know from whence she ails. I shall call once more upon my acquaintances in the Yellow Jackets. Surely she has family who are searching for her. Sorry.
Ev, thank you again for letting me out of that crate. I had such a lovely sleep that awful tiredness has left me, but I still can't seem to remember anything. Outside, well, yes, I suppose a fresh breeze might help to blow away the cobwebs. I think I'd like to see a view from the battlements. Will you join me up there, Ev?
All the very early game people. God, none was saying how there's a lot of sprouts that begins once again a space for XP level. It's so true. So many babies, so many people just starting the game, especially I'm guessing with Evercore stuff. Oh, is it this one? No, it's Family Vendetta is here. Okay.
Look, isn't it beautiful? I've never seen anything so. Is this really the first time I'm seeing this view? I try to remember, but my mind is a blank page. I can be sure of nothing.
We'll make you some new memories. I forget such things myself.
Ev, have you lost your memory as well? Or no, you just mean you're forgetful, don't you? I appreciate you trying to make me feel better, I honestly do. I'd much rather laugh than brought over what I've lost. I think I'll stay up here a while longer, just to be sure I'll remember it tomorrow. Oh, you see that ship? How do they keep such massive things afloat?
Phones or ships?
Why yes, I think I am. I think I might always have been. What an insightful question. I remember when I was a child, I would always beg my uncle to... Oh, I remember I had an uncle. He was my only family. He tried to protect me, but... Forgive me, the exact events are still in jumble. The memory was not a pleasant one. That day, it's all coming back in a rush. Do you think we might return to the inn? I need a moment or two.
The Yellow Jackets were able to dig up a report on Aya from her records, and I hurried back to share the news, but seeing as the memory of the incident has returned, I'd rather hear the tale from the source, as it were.
From what I can recall, I'd always lived with my uncle. He was a kind gentleman who would often tell me stories about my parents. I was young when they died. Too young to remember them, I think.
The report mentioned that you were citizens of Limsa. Do you remember when the attack came?
Yes, we were on the road too. somewhere, the ambushes appeared as if from thin air, and my uncle stepped forward to shield me. They killed him. What happened after his death is a blur, but my memory of that moment is crystal clear.
Thank you, Arya. You didn't force yourself to remember the rest. For now, we must concern ourselves with your future. It would not be charitable to send you back to town alone, especially not with significant parts of your memory still missing. Yet we cannot ask you to accompany us either. Our journey leads us on a path to confront the very cabal whose malevolent embrace you have but recently escaped.
I would go with you, even so. You saved my life and helped me accept the loss of my past. If there's a chance my memories could return and lead you to these villains, then I would stay by your side.
How can I refuse such passion? It seems we've adopted a new companion, Ev. The greatest challenge facing us now, however, is deciding on our next destination. The merchantman is fled, and we know not whither it is bound.
Isles of Umbra. I remember, they were the only words I heard them speak before I blacked out. Isles of Umbra, the master calls.
These puppets do not, nay, cannot speak Italy. Ready yourself, Ev, we cross the Isles of Umbra and confront this master of theirs. You as well, Arya, we fight together.
Can she fight? What does she do? What does she fight with? Does she have a sword? Does she want a sword? Many questions.
The maelstrom soldiers set a steady stream of tight-lipped arrivals. It would seem the masters gathers the marionettes to this isle. Armed Arya. Okay, so she is either a black mage or a white mage. With what I had, but...
I can fight.
Fight, you can barely talk, lass. I thought her afraid of the mages who took her, but nay. 'Tis a fall of ghosts and ghouls which have her all a-tremble.
Can you blame me? The very grounds here feel haunted, as the angry spirits might burst out at any moment.
Little shouty things behind you.
What?
Don't bully her. There's not there, lass. Now, can we get a move on, or would you rather head back to airport?
I'm coming with you.
People, you can see she's scared. Like, don't be mean to her. Don't bully her. Okay, well, gathered here when you find where. Oh no, it's another one where like I need to find shit, but they don't tell you where it is. Pissing me off. Was there, I guess? Come with me. I think this time it's well indicated, honestly, so it's fine. Usually they're so much more cryptic, but I'm guessing they had to kind of indicate it better. All of a sudden I'm so tired. God. Love that she's just waiting on the side. My stuff not getting better. My cats are just not working. we go. Fucking hell. What was on? The hand that controls these assassins cannot be far. Let's split up and search, shall we? Well, if you run into trouble. Oh my god, it's the blonde.
Delectable.
No. Delectable. Your mortal frame brooms with vital energies, an irresistible feast. Very Asian energy. Ev, are you unarmed? I'm chill. Lombard. A pleasure to see you, Shrun. My, how the years have etched themselves upon your brow. The smoking basket is Lombard. We were allied once. Yes, a valiant crimson duelist. Such fond memories. I relish their slaughter. The duelists live on through me, traitor. Not for long, my old friend. You shall soon share thy fate.
Ev!
Cruel interruption, this is not how I wish to savor your defeat. Lombard, goddamn you!
You knew that man?
Yes. We'll speak of it later. First, I would know where you learned to cast spells like that.
I don't remember anyone teaching me, it just sort of happened.
Just sort of happened. I expected you to club things with that old scepter, not fling balls of fire. Incredible. So, Arya, does this mean you've overcome your fear of the undead?
What
Well, my friend, I love that they're being like very like, ugh. Oh yeah, little scaredy cat. This is a corpse? I think it's rather normal to be like scared when you see a corpse. Well, my friend, shall we return to airport? Now that I've unmasked the cabal's master, I can tell you this much. He's not a man we wish to confront unprepared. What? As was apparent through the unpleasant exchange, I have history of this master of assassins. His name is Lombard. 20 years ago, he and I were part of a group who founded the Crimson Duelists. We studied the faded teachings passed through generations of Garabanians, and revived the art of red magic as a weapon against tyranny. But one day Lombard simply snapped. He murdered my unsuspecting comrades and vanished into the shadows. I returned from scouting alone to discover the aftermath of the massacre. It was later that I learned his treachery had been paid for in imperial coin. But I never could find what became of the man himself. After 20 years of fruitless searching, I thought him dead. This has now become a matter of vengeance. I mean to pursue Lombard and exact a price for his betrayal. But I will not ask you to join me in this vendetta. I will not have your grasp of red magic will allow you to grow without the need of a teacher. As for you, Arya, I will arrange suitable sanctuary. I'll not turn you out to fend for yourself. I shall treasure the time we spent together, my friend. May our path cross again. That's definitely what's going to happen.
Should we let him go off alone like that? I don't know about you, but I feel my part in this is not over.
Okay. Up. That's definitely a mount. Oof. Working hard or hardly working. Yes, what is something else? I go with you, there's more for me to learn. I go with you. I think I'll go with you, works. This is not a battle, my friend. I will lead with Lombard alone, or die in the attempt. I can see I am wasting my breath. You have that determined look that so impressed me the first time we met. Very well, we stand together then. You are more comrade to me than student, Ev, and I welcome your sword at my side.
I'm coming too. I want to help save others from this monster. Just as you saved me, I want you to teach me red magic. As things stand, I'm just a burden to you. If I'm to do more than be carried around in your wake, I need my own way to make a difference.
You certainly do have an attitude for the arcane. Lombard appears to target such youth for recruitment to his puppet cabal. But ever rescued you from that mindless fate, and now you would don the red to fight our crusade. There's a sense of rightness to us, isn't there? Stand with us, and Arya, join the ranks of red mages. Aw, cute. Cute.
Ev, Shron.
So cute. You look splendid. But it's more than clothes which makes the woman. Help me train her as I trained you, Ev.
I'll pay close attention, I promise.
It's a shame they didn't give her the hat. The hat would have been cute. Oh, and Arya. There'll be no more hiding behind Hev. Is that clear?
I'll try to be brave.
Lombard and his puppets are acting under imperial orders. That much is certain. Ever since we thwarted the attempt on Master Wilkin, however, it would seem they have abandoned him as a target. The merchant's life is not worth all the assassins we cost him at wager. But it will be a matter of time before the Cabal is given a new prey to hunt. I've called in a favor with a friend and investigated possible targets. He's agreed to meet us at Hawker's Round in Limza. So nice and sunny. I just know, like, since there's no like fish market or anything, this like area must smell so nice because you can just smell like the air, you know, the sea air, the salted air. Sounds so nice. Oh, it's here. Okay, that's something else. Okay, my bad. How do I get out of this guild? Ah. Don't give us like big doors like that. Won't open them, dude, please. Finally, I always hang out. Hi, Rio. So you're the person giving intel. This fine gentleman here is Rio. Yeah, I know. A former member of the Company of Heroes. He's been helping us with our investigation since before we left the airport. As the two of you have met, I take it. It's good to see you, Rio. Good to see you too, lad. Mr. Red Britches here did mention you was on the road together. Anyhow, let's get straight to business. I did some digging into that floating fortress of Yekabar. A merchantman dabbles in a bit of trading to keep up the charade, so I started paying attention to where the goods ended up. And I think we'll find that Lambert gets his orders from the Imperial base in Northern Talaran. Castrum Meridianum. That's your best bet, I beckon. You are a treasure, Rio. I'll pass on any new information we manage to uncover. For the now, though, consider that favor repaid for. F. Arya, to the Drowning Wrench. To the Drowning Wrench. I love this bunch of random names that are very fantasy and stuff, and then there's Gregory. Hi, Gregory. That's someone that's from Ishgard for sure. With that name. Also, yeah, listen. Makes sense. Right, we have our destination, so let's discuss the objectives. We need to storm Castrum Meridanium. and locate documentation on Lombard's next target. Portraits of Word, perhaps. To clarify, one of us will provide a diversion, whilst the other two will slip inside and rifle through desks, until we find what we're looking for. Better? Ev, you will be our decoy. Draw away as many other sentries as you can, and buy us the time you need. Aya, we will run you through some practice exercises, as you have been honing your skills on various beasts. But this will be your first battle against thinking opponents, yes? Very well. Make all preparations, my friend. We meet at Robin's Push. Right, just as we planned, Ev. Do your best to become the center of Imperial attention. Aya, were you with me? Once inside, we'll split up to hasten our search. So steel yourself for run-ins with patrols.
I hope I'm ready for this.
Just keep your head and you'll be fine. You've not quite reached Ev's level of skills, but your offensive magics are, to be quite honest, terrifyingly powerful. Ah, nice. Your restorative arts, on the other hand, well, let's just say that the scales swing both ways. Now that I think on it, I'll say lacked balance in much the same manner. I was going to say that earlier. I was like, oh, okay, so Alice learned at Alamigo for becoming a red mage, but then now we know that it's him that taught Alice how to be a red mage. That's so fun. I was wondering that. Her and Alice should be friends. There must be something in the blood, but rarely have I met such an extreme case with you. Not to worry, we will work on your weaker aspects. Until you find an equilibrium. Such is the key to excelling in red magic. Now let us set to work. Head around the front of the base and make a nuisance of yourself, Ev. With the growth you've shown, I'm certain you can handle whatever was Imperious thrown at you.
We'll be sneaking in from the back side while you hold their attention. Please try to not fight all of them at once.
You know, if I wasn't on the job, I could. Okay, let's go. I should kind of just do this easier. Huh? I'll get through here. Fight was one of the ones we can enter, my bad. It's the one in Mordona that we can enter. fight all of them at once, they won't let me. I wonder if they're waiting for the MSU, probably right. Probably. That white mage stuff? No. I can't remember which job that is. I know I saw it around, but I can't remember which one it is. You don't do things by halves, do you, my friend? I could hear the commotion from the other side of the wall. Our foe was so focused on our battle, I dare say we could have walked out the entire shelf of records. As things stand, however, we contented ourselves with the knowledge of Lambert's forthcoming operation. There is much to discuss. I suggest we withdraw the cerulean plant that we might converse in relative safety. Ah, it would seem the experience has taken a toll on poor Arya. Are you able to walk, my dear? Oh, there. I see the color to your cheeks, Arya. Do you feel any better?
Much better, thank you. I may have been pushing too hard to perfect my white magics.
From what I witnessed, I'd say you have much work ahead of you.
Keep at it. I will.
Let's return to the subject at hand, shall we? We uncovered documents detailing the Empire's deployment of the Cabal. It is much as we surmised. The Cabal's assassin spirits away youth with arcane aptitude, much like our Arya here, and delivers them to Lambert for rebranding. Once the cursed sigil has destroyed their wills, he fills their empty minds with lethal thaumaturgy and conditions then to follow with every command. It seems, however, that the formation of the Cabal itself was a relatively recent development. Lombard received Imperial orders to organize his puppets into an expendable force, a fearless, unswerving royal court of assassins that would strike against the resistance supporters in lands beyond the Empire's reach. This plan, as well as Lambert's involvement, was proposed by the Crown Prince himself. As the champion who brought Denos to justice, I am sure you are familiar with the man's reputation for cold brutality. Maybe. Maybe we're a little familiar with him. Maybe perhaps. Aside from his mastery of red magic, Lambert is well versed in ancient spells and rituals. Doubtless this knowledge, coupled with his singular lack of moral character, did much to curry the favor of a monster such as Denos. And now, we come to the Cabal's next assignment. I could scarcely believe my own eyes, even as I read the details of the operation. Lambert's next target is Garland Ironworks. Garland Ironworks, yeah. A, it's a company of engineers founded by the great Sid Garland. In Ishgard. As a sanctuary for Imperial defectors, the Ironworks has long drawn the ire of the Empire. And if it wasn't reason enough, the company has also begun sharing engineering secrets with the Alamagan Resistance. It's kind of fun that we decided to do this after Machinist, because this is literally where we left the Machinist quest. They were like, oh yeah, we're helping the Alamagan Resistance. It's so nice how it all threads together. And this is just like also great timing overall in general, because like that wouldn't have been as much of a like, oh, if I hadn't just done Machinist. To my knowledge, this will be the highest profile enemy the Cabal has ever been deployed against. Perhaps the operation will not target Sid himself. They have a far more effective method in mind. I plan to assassinate Garland's senior staff, and the name of the top of the list was Jesse, his deputy president. Sid's idea cannot be brought to fruition without a talented team of engineers, and the organization himself will grind to a halt without Jesse's expertise. Her loss would be a dark day for Eoja indeed. I've communicated the details of the planet station to the Ironworks. Unlike Master Wilkins' case, however, Lombard has been ordered to succeed at any cost. He will keep sending his killers until the deed is done, or we put a stop to the Cabal for good. And that means bringing down Lombard himself. Ev, Aya, we will need your aid to sharpen the swords and ready your spells, or we are going to war. This feels so much more rushed than it usually is, because we only have 10 levels to do a quest that usually we need to do 20 or 30. Okay, before we continue, I'm going to go to the bathroom again. And then I'll be right back. of the F1 guys are getting engaged or married. So weird to come into sport at this time. I mean, it's not missed for me. Obsessing me, and I wanted to do it while I wasn't back on stream, but well, it's just putting my Spider-Man tickets in my thing, because I will forget if I don't do it now. So can I just put it here? Yes, I'll just put that. Where's my tape? Here it is. I always put is a random thing. Whenever I always keep my movie tickets because I want to, and I like to have them, and then I can remember what I actually went to see in cinema, because I don't see that much stuff in cinema, so I like to be able to have like a memory of it. And so whenever I do, I'll write what movie it is and the date next to the tickets. Because movie tickets, at least in France, like it's the kind of paper, like the ink will leave after a point, so it's good to write it next to it, because I have some tickets, if I didn't have it next to it what the movie was, I would not be able to know. So. Here you go. Yeah, okay, so fine. Okay, let's go back. Oh, I'm finally getting this, okay. Lambert will be preparing to move on to Garland Ironworks. According to the plans we viewed, not the same word, they know that Jesse is scheduled to accompany a delivery to Alamigan Resistance. The ambush itself will be sprung on the outskirts of Ravenstall. As she makes her way to waiting airship. Wait, is Jesse who I think it is? No, not at all. My bad. Oh? Oh. That's so cool. So Jesse, the character we're talking about, is a nod to a character from FF7, also called Jesse. That's so cool. Let me send that to Helene. Where are you? You're here. I need to check if it was the blondie we met, but no, it wasn't. Because I was like, I don't think she was called Jessie, but no. The ambush itself will be sprung on the outskirts of Reverend's door, and she makes her way to the waiting airship. It should be a simple matter for us to lie in wait in Mordorna, to take the ambushers and Lambert by surprise. A success will, of course, hinge upon Jessie's cooperation. I've arranged to meet her and hammer out the finer details. It should be a simple matter for us to lie in wait in Mordorna and take the ambushers and Lambert by surprise. That's just what I read. Okay. Pray travel ahead to Reverend's door. and will find you to the terrace above Rowena's House of Splendor. Let's go to Mordana. Sorry. God. What a day. Can't fucking read anything apparently today. Ugh. Compare again, music is a bit loud. Let me see up. Let's put that here, that should be better. Okay. Oh, it's up, okay. Ah, here we go.
I'm sorry, were you looking for me? I just felt more comfortable waiting in the corner. Ah, Shroon and Jessie are here.
Right, I've heard all about this big plan to murder me. I'm surprised no one's tried it before, considering how the company starts to fall apart the very instant I leave the room. Any road, I understand that you and Mr. Fish are here in charge to keep me alive while I make my merry way to the airship, is that correct? Lumber's been instructed to bring the entire cabal to bear on his operation. As long as there's no hint we're onto their plans, then we stand a chance of wiping out the lot of them. I only wish we could manage it without exposing you to danger.
Maybe we could if I pretended to be Jessie.
Plus you're up as a deputy president. That's actually a rather clever idea. And they look nothing alike, but maybe with a wig and like contacts.
Let's get the gala costume then. I'm not afraid to act as bait, but when push comes to shove, I'll be in your way. We need to do something with that hair. There we go. From a distance, no one will be able to tell the difference. It's just up close you're a bit short. Can you stretch out maybe by a foam or so? Stretch me out. I'm only pulling your leg, lass. I appreciate that you're doing for me. If you've ever needed a favor, I'd be happy to pay you back in kind.
The Ironworks airship will soon arrive at the cliffside upside town. Arya will make for a vessel what's pretending to be Jesse, and you, Ev, will act as a bodyguard. We'll have a little time until the airship is scheduled to depart. Make whatever preparation you need and meet me at the Everite. Time has come. The Ironworks airships make ready to depart, and our battle with the treacherous Lombard fast approaches. There is, however, one thing I will have been able to reconcile. Never have been able to reconcile. Why did Lambert assault the Empire? He was a duelist but a brilliant scholar, and not the kind of man who would betray his homeland for vulgar coin. I was baffled when I heard the Empire has bought his loyalty. But no matter his reasons, the crime he committed was unforgivable, and we shall bring him to justice. Let us see the deed done, my friend. To the southeast gate. Got all of the blue quests here. Oh, there. First is it, Arya. Take the path towards North Silvertier and keep up the pretense as best you can. The airship is waiting near the keeper of the lake, but we can be sure the assassins will make their moves before you arrive. Ev, it will be up to you to protect Jesse on the road. Rather than let them flank us, I will intercept a large group meant to fall upon from the south. You continue to surprise me with the potency of your offensive magics, Arya. With your progress you've shown, I have little doubt you could hold your own against one or two of those mindless assassins. But I must ask that you do not engage in combat unless absolutely necessary. The goal is to lure Lombard himself into the fray, and our charade must be convincing. Ev should be more than a match for his puppet underling.
I have no doubt of that. Right, then off we go.
God, I always get my keybinds confused and I always have to be like, wait. Which one?
That was some battle. Are you ready to continue, or I'll go ahead as before?
That's off the path. God, dude, I'm fine. Let me do my quest. I understand other players seeing someone battling and being like, oh, I'll help them. But if you don't see them actively struggling, I'd rather people leave me alone. It's nice, but like, I'm like, I don't have much to do in this anyway. It's 3 people and I'm over leveled for them. Like, let me do my thing.
You make it look so easy. Hello, yes, I've defeated every ambush so far.
Very good. I've just finished moping up the flanking group, and I will take up position near the airship. We'll continue with the charade for now. Make to board the airship as planned, and Ev and I will conceal ourselves nearby until Lambert makes his move. He should have a few of his puppets left, and will be forced to take action directly. That's when we strike together.
Did you hear that, Ev? Let's keep moving then.
Like, if you don't see the person struggling, leave them alone. Oh, they asked for help, obviously. What have we here? An imposter. Tootsie Mouth fallen victim to a child's ploy. Your cabal is in ruins, Lambard, and this time you'll face the consequences of your crimes. But first I must know, why did you turn your coat for the Empire, after all that we achieved together? With the same simple shun. A same tiresome idealism. Your point. How many lives did we save, you and I? And what did we truly accomplish? That ancient art of red magic is capable of so much more. A red mage restricts the source of his mana, but accelerates the effects on the spell via the mediums of his own physical form. And what would befall such a mage, who then attempted the same technique, whilst channeling the vast ethereal energies of nature? A fool's endeavor. The world there would be consumed. Just so. And there we see the true potential of the art. Imagine the incredible powers we could unleash, were we not caged within this prisons of flesh. I was in the wisdom of the ancients that I discovered the means to transcend all limits, a method of transformation one's vessel and command ever greater magic. The price to be paid, however, was a costly one. Restructuring my body required years upon years of arcane slumber. And was it worth it to surrender what which makes you mortal? I freed myself from my chains. Now common energy is greater than any found in the black, a white, or the red. Oh my god, it's a blue mage. The Crimson Duelist will made is the first step towards greatness. Noble sacrifices for a greater cause. You damnable fiend. Oh my god, he's ginger now. My art is unfettered by weak-minded taboos. You cannot best me with your feeble red magic. Never once did I lose a duel to you. That day will be no different. Ugh. His sword is so cool. You always were a better fighter. I've barely succeeded at giving you a scratch. But a single scratch is all I need. You see, as a consequence of my transformation, my strength lies not in harming your body, but draining your spirit. Once I have wounded you, your life force belongs to me. Ugh. Hyun, not at all the same character. God.
Shrun, no.
Well, you yet draw breath. But not for long. I shall send you to Tal's realm with the answer to your question, my reason for joining the Empire. My new form allows me to yield spells of a magnitude denied to ordinary mortals, but I must feed. If I fail to consume sufficient life energies, then I am afflicted with a terrible hunger. My work as an assassin provides me with fresh prey, and an ideal environment within which to pursue my research. I am eternally grateful to Xenos for his rare and generous understanding. You speak of achievements, but the constraint of red magics offer naught but frustration. And now, after 2 decades of futile resistance, is your struggle finally over? My friends, you must flee.
It is far from over.
Students of red magics, are you? Come then, show me how you resist the advent of your own destruction.
Sorry. Fucking hell.
Oula, what's happening? Okay, stop. There we go. Oof. Ooh la la la, no 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 no. Ooh la, there's void fires everywhere. Fucking hell. Ah! Yeah, we need to break the spheres for them too. She becomes that like guy is still trying to kill me when I with the spheres. Yeah, well. Not surprised. Okay, so again. Yeah, I want to try normal again, and if normal is too hard, I'll try easy. God, it's a lot of HP. Yeah, it keeps like... I have to heal yourself. Is this even fucking doable? Is the guy hitting you while you try to take care of the void fire? My god. Like, the spellcasts are so long, isn't it? Yeah, well. Like, you're supposed, I'm guessing, to... Yeah, okay, I know what they wanted to do. It's just annoying. They want you to save it so that you can just do like the... I'll try normal once again. They want you to save it so that you just do the melee stuff to the void once. Let's go. Oh, never mind. I use my Swift casts more, but I'm always worried that then I'll need it and then I won't have it. Even with like all that I have, it doesn't, it's not enough. Quick, quick, quick. God, the duty is so hard. Fucking hell. Okay, let's try it easy. Please leave from the fucking thing so I can actually get there. Thank you. It has to be studied though, like the different in level of duties depending on which job you do. Why as a caster job's duties so much fucking harder? Like, it's really unfair when your own casting time is 4 fucking seconds per cast. And then your enemy's casting time is like 1 second per cast. Like, dude. Especially when half your casts are interrupted by the fact that the guy attacks you. Because she died. Fucking hell. Take care of your HP yourself. Can't you see I have other shit to do? I'm glad to see I'm not the only one struggling because you were here earlier too. This is so hard. I'm going to do very easy, I don't care. Like, you already struggle to take care of your own character, and you have to take care of someone else's character with your one health fucking spell that you have to wait 4 seconds to work. I literally don't have time to cast anything. And duty fail. How is this extra very easy? How is this very easy? He casts more. It takes like... What do you mean this is very easy? Gullipop dies twice as fast, like in the normal or in the easy. She wasn't dying before the end of the thing. And he casts so fucking much that you don't even have time to do any casting against him. How is that very easy? I go back to easy, I guess. Like, that's so... What is this duty, for fuck's sake? Making very easy just means you go through the thing quicker, because that's not what very easy means. Very easy doesn't mean, oh yeah, we'll make sure everything goes quicker so the NPC dies quicker and everything else is like, yeah. I literally have not been able to cast a single thing since earlier. And she died again. What even, like... The fact as well that, like, I'm not a fucking healer, and also you don't have the list of like characters to heal that are in your fucking party on the side. Like, That's the thing, like, you can't heal actually that much, so to actually heal her, I have to, like, spend, like, so much time sending her heal. Or just to really where she was a minute ago. So God, if she dies again. I am not playing a healer class. I should not have to constantly heal the character with me. Because I am not playing a healer class. God. Or if you want me to heal her constantly, then you give me a healing spell that doesn't take 4 seconds to get cast. Oh, fucking hell. I knew I still had my swift cast, but still, like, God. It is so annoying. I'm waiting a little bit because I'm waiting for this to come back, because if not, I'm going it with nothing. Ah. Literally the second half of that battle, I spent it all healing her, healing myself, then healing her again, then re-healing myself. Like, I did only that for the second half of the fight. I have not actually attacked the guy almost ever. I maybe did like a few of this one because it's a quick way to attack. But apart from that, I've literally not hit him a single time. Because I was forced to fucking constantly heal her. Like, this is so stupid. Did I think back? Okay, wait. And remember, this is very easy. In very easy, if you don't constantly heal the character that's with you, you fail. Swear to God. Oh. And I don't even want the bullshit lore explanation. It's like, oh yeah, but she's not good at like defensive magics because she keeps healing me specifically, and she's great at that. So I don't see why she would be able to heal herself. Stop going in his fucking attacks. Don't piss me off. Like, all of his attacks takes like more than half of your health as well, so like, even if very easy, he like kills you in like 2 attacks, so it's great. Already? I have to make sure she doesn't take the fucking shared attacks. If she takes the shared attacks, then she fucking dies with her level of HP. Because for some reason she refuses to not be in the fucking attack. Because yeah, that level of the game, what you definitely want is nothing but click the heal button. Like, I try to make sure every single attack is far from where you are, and yet you're still almost dead. Like, stop going to use attacks. How hard is that? Swear to God. Like the fact that I have to stand far away from her so she doesn't get the hit, but still have to heal her because if not she'll die. Like... Finally! Fucking hell. And she's Half-Life. I used twice my fucking Swift cast to heal her in this fight. This is so stupid. Because whenever I heal her, I have to heal her basically 3 times, so I only get 1 free heal that's not like 4 seconds cast. Is it this? This duty was so hard for no fucking good reason. Fucking hell. God. And apparently it's fucking like random as well, because the first 3 times I did it, she didn't need pretty much any heal. Except the last time, I think she died on that thing. Apart from that, like, yeah. My comrade, you're a champion of the red. I mean, one of us is. The other one's having a hard time staying alive. God. Shun, you mustn't try to move. I'm not dead yet, lass. Though it was nice that you thought to avenge me. What miserable pen we make. The last of the Crimson Jewel is sustaining the ground scarlet with our blood. And I cannot yet even claim this final vengeance as mine. That honor goes to my student. Something that's really annoying, genuinely, is that this game will make the same kind of duty for every single job. Like, this kind of duty, when you're doing a melee job or tank, is perfectly fine. Because all of your attacks are immediate, so it doesn't matter, you don't need to, like, wait for anything. But they do the exact same kind of fucking duty for every single casting job. And some cast jobs are fine with this, because you have instant casts. The ones that don't, like Black Mage or Red Mage, are not. And your duties should be adapted accordingly. Please. God. Ah, but there lies the difference between you and me, Lombard. Your puppets follow your command without question, and they'll not carry your legacy after you're gone. Is that 20 years of struggles that has taught you? I admit, the sense of justice with which you infect others has delivered you victory. On this day, at least. But the fates are known for the spiteful twist of fortune. Take this Arya of yours. All that for that.
I'm fine. It was trying battle is all.
Will this be injustice which breaks you? A pity I will miss. Your suffering. Lombard knew something and it seems to amuse him. Are you truly alright?
I feel much recovered already. We should return to Revenant's Toll.
Fucking hell. Now I'm going to have to be careful next time I fail a duty to re-put it back in normal. And like, I know it's not just a me problem, because the guy that was there where I was there as well, he kept coming back as well, so clearly he was also having issues with the duty. It's an effort to remain upright, but I believe I'll live. Seeing how you countered the technique which failed me was a proud moment indeed. You and Arya make a fine team. Oh, sorry, I missed that. I think something's the president's coming, blah blah blah. You have my thanks. Had you not uncovered his plot, I would have most certainly been dead by now. It's quite a sobering thought. 'Tis Evan Arya who must deserve your gratitude. I was busy bleeding to death, whilst the two of them vanquished the assassin's master. Is this so? Well then, feel free to send the bill of any expenses incurred on this operation to Sid himself. In general, the whole entire thing of Sid's team, I think, is from like FF7 or the Final Fantasies, which is quite fun. With Lombard's death, so too will his cabal of assassins cease to plague us. For much of my life I have lived with failure, the loss of my homeland, my inability to help prevent calamity, but I chose to fight on in the face of his defeats. It has taken 2 decades to right the wrongs of my past, yet finally have I managed a tangible victory for my home and for Eorzea. You have made this possible. Thank you, my students, my comrades. Thank you. Oh, that was not worth it. Flipping hell. Teaching your mentors awaken a new power in you. Okay. What's this? Temporary increases of the ranges of enchanted rippers, enchanted threshold, enchanted redoublement, 25 yarn. Ah, okay, so it makes my attacks farther? Okay. Well, we'll end that here, because I am not doing the other level 60 quest right now. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, that's a cool axe. Oh, it's a staff, it's not an axe. My bad. God. Overall, it's quite a nice story so far. Very classic, very good. But we get quite a few things about the universe, about the Gallians, about more stuff about Alamigo, of course. So it is quite fun. We get a little bit of Alizé plot here and there, with the fact that it was him who trained Alizé to become a Red Mage. But god, that duty was ridiculously hard for absolutely no fucking reason. Like, chill. But yes. Okay, next week, so. Up. Up. Fucking hell. So, next week. I see that in the background. I'll be the same as this week, so art on Friday and Tuesday. Art on Friday and Tuesday. House of Da Vinci on Wednesday. I don't know how long the game will be, but we'll see. Off on Thursday and Monday. I don't know if I said Thursday or Friday for art, but art on Friday. Cyberpunk on Saturday, and continuing this on... This feels like a... an ad for Yokai Watch. And continuing this on Sunday, hoping that duties for level 70 will be less mean to me. Yeah. We shall see how many levels I manage to get up. since I'm guessing there's no quest after level 70. Let me guess. Let me check. Red Mage quests. FF14. Be great for me if there were some. Because I know it ends at level 80, but I don't know if it's like... Yeah, it's the same level 70 than level 80. Okay, we'll see if I manage to do 20 levels this week. If not... We'll see. If not, it's fine. But yeah, that'll be all for today. Thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging out. And I'll see you on Tuesday for art stream. Bye-bye.